Hey, so welcome back to No Hype Beer Review. I just did a beer review of this, and I thought, maybe I'll do a separate video about like craft beer. I love craft beer. I'm drinking something that's not craft beer. It's owned by AB and Bev, obviously. And I just want to start off the video with saying no judgment at all. Um, I am a very realistic person. I can't think of probably any issue where there isn't someone who I am friends with, related to, who I care about, love, who, I disagree with something, right? But I can still respect them, love them, but it might be, something, hey, just ideologically, we're different. And basically, I mean, as long as you're not trying to hurt people, like I do your thing, right? So if we disagree, fine, cool. Maybe it'll make for an interesting discussion in the comment section, right? But it's certainly nothing I say, I hope, comes across as judgmental or uh, like condemning how someone else lives their life. So I do drink like a crazy amount of craft beer, like by definition, craft beer. And I love shopping local. I love going to local restaurants, local breweries. I like the economic impact. If you don't know, I didn't look any of the numbers up, but I have done the research. Um, and I would advise you do it as well. Don't take me at my word. But like when you go like to a local restaurant, for example, the amount of your money that stays in your local economy is significantly higher than if you go to like a franchise chain kind of a place, for example. So I like that part of it. I like going to places that like I know like they win awards. I have Wegmans grocery store by me. They win awards. It seems like every year for being amazing employers, right? And the people I know who have worked at Wegmans, which is actually I know a lot of people have worked at Wegmans. I think every single one of them. I can't think of a single person who's worked there and said like they're jerks. Like everyone's like, yeah, it's a great place to work. So they win the awards. People I know who have worked there or currently work there are like, yeah, it's great. So I'm like, well, that's a place I want to support, right? Um, so you treat your employees well. You're local, local-ish, smaller-ish. You're big, but you have a good reputation. These are kind of places I support the vast majority of the time. Okay, and craft beer is the exact same way. I talk about Water Street. That's where my wife and I go the most. That's one of the closest breweries to me. They're relatively small, and their food's awesome. Their price point's awesome. The beer's awesome. The people who own it are awesome. People who work there are awesome. They're just totally cool people. They also have the best Hefeweizen in this side of the Atlantic. I don't care who else in America's making it. Theirs is the best I've ever had. Galaxy's close, the North Brewery. Like these are places I try to frequent a lot. I like a lot. I don't shop at Walmart. To take a quick left, do I judge you if you shop at Walmart? No. I just personally don't like their business practices, a lot of them. A good friend of mine works there. They're very good to him, so I like that. My wife does shop at Walmart, so I use products that have been purchased at Walmart. So again, non-judgmental. It's just my preference. I don't eat fast food, like the big ones, McDonald's, Burger King, like that stuff. I just for health reasons. I like real food. I won't get into that, but also like some of the business practice stuff. I don't like, and so I don't support it. Pretty much every single person I know eats fast food, right? So like, again, non-judgmental, but it's not for me. I don't do it. I haven't eaten well one time in the last 12 years. Yeah, I think like once in the last 12 years I ate at a fast food place like that. It was Wendy's. I was with the family. We had to leave at a certain time, get somewhere at a certain time. We were all starving. So once in 12 years, right? But like in that moment, I knew I needed food in my stomach, right? Like so, I'm like, yeah, let's go to Wendy's. Would I've rather found a local restaurant to support? Obviously, that's me. So to me, am I a hypocrite when it comes to craft beer? Yes. Is every single person a hypocrite in some part of their life? Everyone I've ever met is. And not in a bad way, not in a condemning way, but everyone does something that's hypocritical. Like I really try to be a good person. But there are times I catch myself like being short with someone, right? It's like, oh man, why did I do that? Like put out positivity, be good. You know, we need kindness in the world. Um, so I am a hypocrite. I love this beer. Once a year, I try to get as much Bourbon County as I can. If I can get it, my area doesn't get adjuncts, so then I'll try to like trade for some of like the coffee, the barley wine, um, because they're delicious, and I sleep fine at night because the amount of money I give to like truly craft beer, breweries, people, bars, it it way outweighs the Bourbon County I buy. And if you love Goose Island products, you buy all of their products, awesome, great. Not judging you. If you're like, screw you for drinking anything AB and Bev produces, not judging you. That's fine. Have that opinion about me, totally cool. I respect it. Like I said, like the local breweries I love to support. There's this tiny one by the cottage I go to locally that my dad owns, and Aurora Lagers and Ales, and maybe it's Ales and Lagers, whatever. Anyway, it's like the size of my man cave here. Tiny place, awesome people. They just won a New York award. The governor started some like new craft beer award thing, and they got, I don't know what, either gold, silver, or bronze for a sour they did. I think it was mango goza face killa, and like awesome. They deserve it. Amazing. Love supporting them. So like, that's why I sleep fine at night about this. Teeny tiny places I support. Dogfish Head, one of my favorite breweries. You know, I was down there on Black Friday, and the day after. The day after, I was at a like a group talk where Sam Calagione was, and he's just like crapping on AB and Bev, you know, how bad they are, all that kind of stuff. And they do some bad business practices I don't like. And then I've read a ton of accounts, and a couple people, not firsthand, but second, like people I trust have friends who work there for them, who are all like, they're awesome employers. So it's like this weird thing, like they do crappy things with hops that if you're really into craft beer, you're aware of. But like, then it's like, but wait, it sounds like they're good employers, you know, pay well, good, you know, treatment of their workers, things like that, benefits, what have you. So it gets a little complicated. So again, it's like my favorite beer, and they're not really hurting anyone. Yes, you can make the argument, well, like when they do the hop stuff, that does hurt these small craft breweries. Yes, hops are hard to come by. I do know enough about the industry to know that, but every brewery I'm aware of is getting the ingredients they need to produce awesome beer. At least, like I'm talking about, like my super local area where I talk to people in the scene who are producing beer. They're not feeling those effects, you know. Like, but anyway, back to the Dogfish Head thing real quick. Just mildly amusing. Since my wife knows I love this beer, her and I are sitting there. I'm like, just thinking to myself, like, please don't say anything. Please don't say anything about me wanting to buy a bunch of Goose Island that Sam is crapping on it. Like, I want my street cred with Sam. Come on. We're all hypocrites, and we all don't live up to maybe like the virtues we set for ourselves. I love supporting small, and I do overwhelmingly. The price point, the deliciousness, the availability, the original, let's take us down, put it in bourbon barrels. This is amazing. Like, this beer to me is worth it. It's worth the once a year getting up early. I go in, you know, get into a line, buy as much as I can. Excuse me. You know, do, you know, shares in the line. You know, it's a fun ritual that my buddies and I have been doing for the last few years. I know hype. I'm a craft beer hypocrite, and I can admit it. Thanks for watching. Maybe I'll do more of these like editorial kind of videos. It just seemed appropriate since I was drinking one to do one. Again, no judgment. Drink what you like. Be nice to people. Be good to people. Support good people. Positivity, kindness. This is the stuff that matters in life. A lot of stuff going on in the world right now. A lot of stuff going on in the nation right now. We need to be kind. We need to be good. Love each other. Thanks for watching. I always appreciate it. It fills me with just such happiness. The craft beer scene, locally, the YouTube stuff, meeting people who also do these videos, people who don't do these videos, who reach out, try to comment back to everyone. It's just been awesome. positivity. Let's get some more of it in the world, guys. Thanks for watching. Cheers.